it doesn't have power over me.
No.
And that's what people get really fighty about. No matter what feels like has more power over you, that's an illusion. My name's Brittini. It's like Brittany and Martini combined, Brittini. I am the creator, like Taylor said, of Big Pussy Energy, which is this movement of waking women up to actually the places that we've been taught to be the most afraid of and shamed of is where our power lies.
Hey, I'm Taylor Davis. Welcome to Wildly Satisfied. I hope you enjoy the show. We're back. Okay. So we're back in the series talking with Brittini Burton about, shame-slaying, feminine embodiment, sensuality.
Big pussy energy.
Big pussy energy, yes. And so today we really want to talk about diving into the censorship that we face. There's going to be a little bit in terms of like sensuality and censorship overlap because they do overlap quite a bit. But something we had recently been talking about because we really experienced it ourselves and you especially, but I have clients that experience this.
Yeah.
I'm like, had so many times is the censorship that we face in terms of even the word sensuality or pleasure or like, I cannot, and listen, I have been on social media like since the beginning because I work on social media in the realm of like ads and marketing and all the things, and the amount of censorship online around the feminine, and I'm going to say the feminine because it's not in any way around men, because I'll even go to a great example of this is like on social media, you can put a man's nipple on there, but you can't put a female nipple on there, a woman's nipple. It's slightly like shifted since that started, but it's just the defining differences between like seeing that and censorship. And so while we can dive into social media, I know this is something that you were recently dealing with, and I'm just like,
not recently. It's been a long road.
It keeps happening.
No, it's a whole thing. It's interesting. So yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Here we go.
Go on a rant. Let's do this.
I want it to be more of awareness and education because I've been shadow banned for 3 years. And from my experience, it's not something you can really get out of. I feel like for some reason I'm really well educated at this point with shadow banning. Yeah. And not a lot of people understand what it is and the meat of it. And so first I'll say shadow banning is basically the concept where if IG flags you, your account is less detectable. And the thing with shadow ban is that it can be done in so many different layers. So I even gotten to a point where shadow banning where I couldn't go on IG lives.
Oh my God.
I got kicked off of an IG live once. It's to the point where if you type in my name, like my name, Brittini Burton, you leave a space, my IG handle won't come up. It has to be the exact way, because my IG handle is Brittini Burton, no space. So you have to type in every single letter. It doesn't come up after Brittini, for example. Like it's very suppressed. It's on the explore page. Like, yeah. A lot of people don't really understand what shadow banning is. And so from my experience as a creator, because I'm also a creator, there's a lot of like lack of education because people just would say, oh, just change your content or censor. And so I did, and nothing changes. And so I almost felt like there's a form of gaslighting because it's a form of gaslighting out of the just lack of understanding. Like, oh no, you're fine, like it'll get better, and it's not. And I didn't talk about it because I didn't know how to talk about it without feeling like I was complaining. And then I've just realized that me not talking about it after 3 years hasn't changed anything, and so I'm talking about it now. And I even gone so far where I bought a second phone. So I have a second phone, and completely separate number, separate iCloud account, has never been attached to my home Wi-Fi because I didn't want them to even know that it was in the same realm. Yeah. And that account got shadow banned. And so it was like,
it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, there was no out. Oh. And what I've recognized through shadow banning as well is that it's not really two things. It's a lot about movement. So I have a friend who has a really big podcast around sexuality, and her stuff doesn't get shadow banned because they're talking. Like you and I are talking. We can say sex, pussy, whatever. And even if you bleep it, that's fine. But if they see a woman, I'm not talking, but if they see this, that gets more flagged than if we were just sitting on a chair and talking about the same thing. So I've noticed that movement, the movement of the feminine is more flagged. And then also when it comes from the female empowerment, there's a lot of accounts that are for the male gaze of women in bikinis, women in lingerie, women, because now IG supposedly allows nipples to be shown if it's like sheer, like if it's showing through something.
Yeah.
For the male gaze. And why, I can't tell you. I also have a person that comes to BPE who works for Meta.
Ooh.
And she's like, I know that 99% of the client or like colleagues that work for Meta would think that this is totally okay. Like what I have on my page is fine.
Yeah.
Like it's not, so it made me understand it's not people, which I knew, but if you're like constantly being flagged, it's like, why does someone keep flagging me? It's like bots or AI. And so I've the amount of fucking rage ceremonies I've done because of this, because it affects my livelihood. It affects my livelihood. It affects which I'm like, that's a whole thing, but it also affects the message of what BP is. It's not about the likes. It's not about the comments. And it has never been. No. I think shadowbanning has actually humbled me, which I'm really grateful. I've learned a lot from it because I don't know if you know this. I was on a reality TV show.
I was just informed of this by my roommate yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And then she told me and she was like, I was so curious about all of this. And so continue. Because
I was on Below Deck, which is a really big show on Bravo. And my account got shadow banned the month that show came out. And so
that's not...
Well, my account got shadow banned because of a post I made because of Roe versus Wade being overturned. Like I know exactly how it got flagged or what happened. And so that was such a humbling, like, God experience, because of course, a part of the reason why I wanted to go on a show is to be seen, was to be witnessed. And it was not from the ego. I like prayed and asked God. I was like, I'm doing this for like the right reasons, right? Like I just needed that assurance.
Yeah.
And then getting shadow banned right when the show came out really allowed me to go through the journey of like, okay, it's not about, you're not going to be seen because of this show. And then I realized, I'm going to be seen not for me, but because of BPE. Like that's what needs to come through. It's not Brittini was on this reality show. It was big pussy energy needs to be out there.
It was allowing you to, in some case, like surrender to what you were actually meant to do.
100%.
Like what you thought you were going to do.
100%.
Yeah, I feel that so much because similar situation, I didn't get shadow banned or anything, but when I started my business, I was like, I'm going to make money. I'm going to do this, right? And there were so many parts of my burnout period of me doing all the deep work, everything, where it's like, it does humble you, different situations where it's like, you think you're going to be seen in this way, but then you have to surrender to a certain situation. And then you surrender to the body of work and the thing that you're supposed to bring into this world.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's Wildly Satisfied. That's the platform for the feminine to be able to be seen. And so I resonate with this so much in terms of your story, but also like, I think for me, being seen, I'm in a very big portion of that in my own life right now in a visible way. I've never been visible like this ever. I'm on camera right now and like audio and all these things. So good. Thank you. And at the same time, I recognize that it's like, it's not because I want to be visible. I mean, yes, that's beautiful. And yes, it's time for me to step out and everything. It's like, no, because it's time for the world to have conversations like this.
I was just going to say, the world needs you to be visible.
Yes, exactly.
Ooh,
I'm like, and I'm like, I'm not even doing, it's not like I want to be visible because I want to be on social media because I want to sell my things because of an ego thing of like, let me be seen in that way. It's like, no, I'm going to be seen and it's going to happen because I have to bring this conversation to light, because I have to bring this work to the world, because I want all these women to come together and be like, finally, here is a fucking place online for you to go and see Brittini. And then there's Kimmy Inch. And then there's Lee Noto. And then there's all these different people that you can finally have access to, because the censorship that happens on social media, we're all so disconnected. And so it's like basically, I'm like, it's an online community where it's like, we're not hiding anymore. We're all just owning the fuck out of what we do and bringing it to the better audience. So I feel this so much. Continue with your story.
I mean, basically, the suppression that we're experiencing on IG is just the direct reflection of the suppression of the feminine. And it's just a humble reminder of where we're at in our world. I think we're so much more progressed than like the 90s, growing up thinking that like, don't throw like a girl, don't cry like a girl. Like, you don't hear those things anymore. No. Think fuck. And so I think we've come a long way, and there's a lot more room to progress.
Yeah.
I even like came to a point where I was like, is the world ready for big pussy energy? Because it's been a fucking battle.
Yeah.
Like the word, it's just like so much.
And now it's on Google. Sorry, I just had to say that because I actually looked it up and I was
really?
like, yeah, it's on Google. Like,
really?
Yeah, I saw it as like a you go on Google.
Like a business.
Yeah, like a business.
Yeah,
it
I did
says
that.
Big pussy energy, and I'm like, yeah, girl, okay.
I'm glad you found it. I was like, I don't know if it showed or not.
It does.
That's great.
I love this.
Yeah, so the censorship I have a very interesting relationship to it because it's taught me a lot. I don't agree with it, but it has humbled the fuck out of me. It has made me really come to terms of like what I'm putting out into the world and preparing myself for the bigness that it is. In ways this is so weird. I think 2 years ago I was in a lot of anger, and then now I'm like, IG is not going to be the reason that big pussy energy doesn't work. I've really come to that. There was times where I really thought that would be my downfall, and I've come to this place of it's happening no matter what happens with that.
Oof.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I love that because I have conversations with people a lot around, oh my God, the algorithm and Instagram.
I'm so tired of it.
I'm so tired of it. And I'm meaning this in the most like empowering way possible. You guys don't put your power in social media.
Don't even fucking care.
No.
That's the other thing. Like, I had told someone that, I've been shadow banned for 3 years. And just to give you context, like if you want numbers, I have 29,000 followers right now. And that's all from fucking word of mouth, which is insane.
Word of mouth.
A lot of them came from the show, but they had to like Google me in order to find my Instagram. Like, I was shadow banned when the show came out. And so my growth is slow, but it's growing. And with 29,000 followers, I get 2,000 real views and about 50 likes. And like my stories have 200 views. So I have the same amount of like viewership of someone who has 1,000 followers. And I told someone that because I asked. And they're like, oh my God. And you post every fucking day. And what you post is insane. And like the fact that you've never given up. And I haven't. And there's been so many times where I wanted to.
Yeah.
And so, but that's what suppression, and that's what they want. And I'm like, there's just no way I've gone this far not to go this far.
Fucking yes. I love that. And I feel like I want to tack onto that because something that is divinely feminine is community. And how your word of mouth, like I built my business on word of mouth.
Yeah, I'm so grateful.
I know. And it's like if you just find the story on like that they want to have out there of like, oh, women are catty and they go against one another. It's like, no, that's what kept us separate.
That's boring and old.
It's boring.
We've
it's
done
old. It's not true because if you find the right women and we have more conversations like this, it's like, no, actually that was put into place because when women do come together, we are incredibly powerful. And that's what I just really want to leave people with in terms of like censorship and things like that is there will always be times of suppression and times of that, but it's like, don't forget that the women in your life and the communities that we have, the more we come together, the more powerful we are. And the masculine, especially wounded masculine, is like lone wolf, do it all myself. I'm going to pursue and like transactional relationships where I've experienced something completely different when I found my people. Yeah. You know, especially in Austin where it's like, no, we want you to be seen. What can we do to help you be seen? And it's just like, everybody please start coming together. Yes. Because censorship starts to die when you have people who are willing to speak about you to other people. And like, that's so powerful. Like, I love that you have that. Yeah. Any other?
I mean, at the end of the day, no matter what it is, the light will always win the dark.
Oh my God, I say that too.
Yeah. And that's what I'm just so fun. I did a podcast with my friend Layola 3 years ago when I got censored, and it was just pure anger. I was just like, fuck this. Like, they can't, like, this righteous, like, fight. And I'm just having this third body experience of, like, I love that I'm grateful for it. Because and I love that I'm grateful for it because I know it doesn't have power over me.
No.
And that's what people get really fighty about. And I've gone through it for years. And I've come to a peace that no matter if it's IG censorship, and I'm speaking to you, no matter what feels like has more power over you, that's an illusion. That's not real. Because you are so fucking powerful beyond measure. And the path to remembering that, for me, is through sensual movement and big pussy energy.
And I also want to say this too. I love that you just said it, because what I said recently to someone was, nothing that's weak is controlled. No one wants to control anything weak. They want to control power.
Oh, bitch. Yes.
Like they're like, oh, the weak mind is what's controlled. It's like, no. If they were weak and you were worthless, they wouldn't want to control you. They'd be like, next. But if you're powerful, that's when they want to control you. And there is nothing in the world.
Because that scares them. They're like, wait.
Yes. And like, human beings are powerful as a whole. The feminine energy, we are literally creation energy. Women as a whole can make or break the human race.
Give me Kali, baby.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Like, you are incredibly powerful. So recognizing that and owning it, and it's not some like, just find the right people, because I promise you, when you come together, it's like nothing can stop you.
Yep.
I love that. Okay, we're going to go into an entirely another episode next week. So we will see you around leading with sensuality. Ooh. We're getting into the sensual conversation. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to this Wildly Satisfied production. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we would love it if you would share it with someone that you love, leave a review, or come tag us on social media at Wildly Satisfied.